They know who that you are, but they wanted to about and find out anyway. So this person has tried to humble you, my darling. They've tried to make you forget who you are. They have gone stone cold on you. For some of you, this could be past tense, this could be unfortunately present tense, but it's like this individual is all up in their ego. It's like they want to show you levels, meaning they feel some type of way because you are who your energy says that you are. And this person wants there to be some type of balance because they feel or they felt like there was some type of imbalance. They felt embarrassed to be around you. They didn't feel like they were on your level. And you know what? To be quite frank with you, the way they're acting now, they're not on your level. They're acting like a straight up and down clown. Yeah, I said it. Because they are. And because of their insecurity about how attractive you are, maybe you may make more money than this individual. You know, you see these things all the time. And I'm an advocate for dating someone that is on your level. Don't date down. I'm not talking about in looks. I'm not talking about in money. I'm talking about quality morals. Because you can meet someone, right? And they're struggling. And you may have more than them. But then the tables may turn. And then the tables may turn again. And then you're both winning. Things like that can happen. But if the person is not actively trying to pursue their career, or they're not going hard with their studying, then you may have to question it. And I say this because it's happened to me. I've dated down. One of the individuals were extremely handsome. And it's not about looks. That's why I have to emphasize it's not about looks. But did they match my level in regards to ambition? No. And the relationship was an absolute disaster. Am I surprised? No, because they were not a match for me. At the time when I dated them, I was looking at things on a surface-based level. Oh, he's so good looking. Good looking and what? So when I wanted to pursue my goals, I was always being blocked. Always being blocked. And it was a conscious choice from their part because that person knew that they were not an energetic match and they were fearful that I would eclipse them, evolve and realize that I could do so much better. So they tried to trap me and sabotage my plans on many occasions because they weren't on my level. They were not a match. So they're trying to keep me in my space, they're trying to keep me in a box, keep me in place. Another person who I thought was very charming, intellectual, again, he was striving for a degree at the time and I was training to become a counsellor and I was working 3 jobs looking after my children. He would always say to me, oh, why are you with someone like me? And I thought, why not? Like, you're funny, you're charismatic. But looking back, he wasn't bringing anything new to the table. When I caught him once when I was doing my work and he was giving me a dirty look. I'm thinking, why is he looking at me like this? And I found myself in that actual dynamic of trying to please this man. Trying to gain his validation and his love when he didn't even have any love for himself. He wasn't even going into college or university, to fulfill this course that he was supposed to do. He wasn't passionate. He lacked ambition. And he could see that I had this drive. I had no choice but to have this drive. Because for me, I had children relying on me. And also, I didn't have the backing of his mother or a mum. Like, his mum was just funding his actual career. I didn't have that backing, and he had something to fall back on. I knew that if I don't go hard, my children and I will all suffer. So it wasn't even an option, right? But it's like he resented me for my drive, for my fire. And he wasn't a match for me. And he would try to humble me many a time as well. Out of the blue, just blocking me randomly, triggering my nervous system. It became a common theme because in his head, he thought she's going to do well and she may leave me, but I need to humble her. And obviously, at the time, I was lacking a lot of self love. So he knew where to hit me, he knew how to trigger me. Or if I block her, she's going to be desperate for my company. She's going to, he knew what he was doing. And I had to heal those triggers so that he couldn't trigger me no more. And 5 years after, because how we actually broke up is that he just blocked me out of the blue on my birthday. You see, with narcissistic individuals, what they will do, they will use a very important day to humble you, because in their head, they don't want to see you getting attention from other people. They want to devalue you. And that was his way of trying to show me levels and trying to humble me. That's how we actually broke up. And then, he just blocked me out of the blue. So therefore, in my head, we're over, And then 5 years later, I actually went down to his house 9 months later. And he was, anyway, I realized why it was best we didn't go out. And also, because he wasn't on my level. And I was thinking as I'm talking to him, why am I obsessed with this man? What is it about this man that I'm obsessed with? And he was actually doing me a favor because he knew that we weren't a match. And then 5 years later, when I was engaged, he called me out of the blue. And when I told him I'm actually getting married, he was so shocked and he wanted to get off that phone so quick, bragging and boasting about the degree he's got and what job. I don't care. He wasn't a match for me. And I feel like whoever this person is, they see that you are a catch, and it's almost like they feel intimidated by your power and they want to humble you, whether or not they know they're doing it. For some of you, they know they're causing tower moments. They can see that you are a star. They see that you attract a lot of attention. A lot of people gravitate towards you. You are just a powerhouse. So they want to remove the crown from your head and make you beg to put the crown back on, or make you think that they're going to crown someone else because they don't feel worthy of you. They feel beneath you and you never gave them any reason to. You just simply existed, or you exist. Some of you have children for this person. And for some of you, this person, I'm going to say it, they purposely trapped you. They wanted to, obviously at the time you were both in agreement to have these beautiful children that you've got, but they wanted to bind you. They wanted to bind you. And for a female, after you have a baby, your hormones are all over the place. You're very sensitive and you can be insecure because your body changes and all these type of things. And this person took it upon themselves when you were in this state to humble you, to maybe look at other females, other men. If you're a man listening to this, they may have tried to make you feel bad about your job and compare you to other people that are making more money than you, so that you will keep giving to them and giving to them and giving. No. They knew on an intuitive level that you were the higher cup. And they were fearful that you may meet someone else that is your equal, and then it's bye-bye to them. But the way they're behaving is going to be bye-bye very soon. But this person was trying to humble you because they didn't want you to think anything about yourself. They know who you are. They know that you have that hypnotic and universal appeal that can attract most people that you come across. You have that energy whereby the caliber of partners that want to date you are of high caliber. People that could be connected to, kings, queens, or they're from very well respected families, lords, sirs, ladies, these type of things. Or they're very established in their field. These are the levels that you can attract because you have that same essence of greatness. And this person feels stuck. They feel like you're going to leave them behind. They don't have the same drive as you. You're going to perhaps, socialize and mingle with other people that have the same essence as you. And then you're going to leave me behind. And they feel so small when they stand next to you. They see the way you work the room. They see the charisma that you've got, the star quality, the pizzazz, the spark. And they're thinking, I ain't got that. They were jealous of you. They were trying to rival you. That's why you need to date your match. And when I say date your match, what I mean is if you are like striving for something, and date your match or date someone that's a higher match than the level that you are on. Does that make sense? Right? I'm an advocate of that now, because I've been in relationships where I've dated lower than my level, and these individuals have tried to humble me. And it takes a long time to rebuild yourself back up again. And I don't want that for anyone else. I don't want that for my butterflies. And I hate seeing people in that state. I'm an advocate for that. You need to date your match. And when I say date your match, even if you're not where you want to be and the person you're connected to is not where they want to be, you both need to be striving. You both need to encourage and empower, not to be jealous of each other, not to rival each other, be each other's cheerleader. Or if someone is in a certain position and you're striving for that, then that's even better, because their work ethic will rub off on you. Not the other way around, where you're striving to achieve a dream and the person's just a straight up and down bum, and then they're getting vexed with you, they're trying to belittle you, they're putting little, thoughts in your head as to why you're not going to make it, or they try to distract you by, texting someone on the phone, and you're saying, who are you texting? No one, trying to hide their phone to try and deter your match. Like, listen, you need to date your match. Because this person has tried to humble you, and they are trying to humble you. Spirit's saying no. They want you to feel like you need them. It's like they want you to beg for their love when they don't even love themselves. They know that you're a whole snack. They know that you are very ethereal, magical, but they play down your magic because they don't see the magic within themselves. And they fear that you're going to leave them. And in their head, the only way that they can get you to stay is by acting nonchalant, acting as if they can do better when there's no other badder chick or badder guy than you that they've ever dated. Ever. And they will never date anyone on your level again. And it's not about money. It's not about looks. It's about essence. They're scared that you're going to leave them. So they're acting like they're going to leave you. And Spirit is saying, don't let this person have you up like this. It's easier said than done. But remember who you are. Because they know that people judge you for being with them. People know that they're not even on your level. And this person is scared of your power. They try to suppress you. They try to suppress you because they know that once you find yourself, you're going to be unstoppable. And you are unstoppable. And you're going to leave this person behind because they were never on your level. They were never a match.